Identity, a dent in my entity. Some kind of deity, some idol expects this tidal wave to wait idly by while I smile. Meanwhile, the world forms these words. They surge in this whirlwind, this urge in me to be who I want to be, to purge the dead deity in me, to play its dirge across the sea I see in this vision of me.
I see in this vision of me a division of me, in collision with me, a decision to be. Within the elements, given this intelligence, developing the experiment of our experience. The venomous muse of the nebulous. The enemy's abuse of evidence lets loose my divisions. Living in illusion, a living infusion of self and essence, a self-presence of confusion and acceptance. I am but a reference.
I am but a reference to an ideal indifference. To be real is irrelevant, though nonetheless reverent. To feel the resonance of the past and the present, this vast testament to the genre of gendering. Rendering the significance of what was and what is. The surrender of innocence. Do you remember the difference? The difference is that hers and his are preferences that lie in semblance.
How's it going, folks? A lovely day.
Morning. Yeah, it's lovely out today.
Do you think he knows?
Oh my god, he doesn't know.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nice knowing you.
Tough break. Bye.
Ooh, guess I won't be needing you for a while. He looks so sharp.
Damn, check this place out. It is clean. Hey, y'all. My name's Blue. I'm new around here. Quite the bathroom y'all got. This is my pal Buzz.
Hey!
Oh my god. Hello there. Nice to meet you. Welcome to town.
Thanks.
I wonder what Pink will think.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna love each other.
Oh, Pink! Where are you at?
I'm in the tub, y'all.
Come here.
Oh, hi, I'm Pink. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Pink. My name's Blue.
Oh, okay. I better get back to the tub now.
So, honey, you know how we were talking about our relationship and wanting to take it to the next level? Well, good news, you're going to be a father.
Do 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 do. Da da dee dee doo doo doo.
Hey, have you met Blue?
He's a real nice fella. Do 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 do.
Hey, have you seen the Blue Razor?
Yeah, he's fine.
Hey, have you met the new guy in town?
Why is everybody asking me about Blue?
Hey, have you met...
Yes, I've met Blue.
Oh, I get it. They think those two should know each other because they're both razors.
Huh, right. Everyone knows some sort of thing has nothing to do with genuine connections.
Yes, just look at Soap and Towel.
Hey, yo, Toots, why don't you get over here and give your main man a smooch, huh?
I know how you like it, honey. Ah!
Ooh.
Oh, baby!
Hut, 2, 3, 4. Hut, 2, 3, 4.
Hey,
Q-tip!
Hold!
What?
Sarge, when are you gonna let us serve on the front lines?
I just don't think that the medicine cabinet is ready to see their daughters enter into the ear canal.
That's some bullshit.
Gosh, there's something about that pink razor that's really striking.
Oh, yeah? You like her?
I mean, they made me feel something I've never felt before. I don't know what came over me. I think I've got to take a walk and do some thinking.
Oh, thinking. Sounds hard. Better you than me.
Huh?
Oh boy! That blue razor just stepped in a big puddle of polish!
Mm-hmm. He's not the sharpest razor in the box, huh? It wasn't that funny.
A little help here?
Oh, jeez. Would you look at these two? You know you get me feeling good.
Get a room.
Oh, yeah.
Kids! Come inside. Dinner's ready.
Come on now, kids, before you hurt yourselves.
Now that family doesn't make any sense at all.
Now I've seen everything.
Hey y'all, it's me, Blue. What you think?
Whoa, I think you look beautiful.
Yeah.
You go, dude. Sweet.
I'm proud of you, Blue.
Wow, thanks y'all. I feel like I can really be myself. Yay!
Our friends that lie inside, remnants of an ideology, built on apology and assumption, the fall of function, and doubt without dimension, without divine intervention, without mention of how developed we are to the illusion of conventions. A system of schism, like through prism, prone to realism rather than abstraction, gather satisfaction from words and action. A prison of our own production, we are changing action.
Yes, come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm here in response to the ad in the paper.
We aren't hiring a reception at the moment.
That's quite a lovely accolade. What does one do to merit something like that?
This is a medal for gallantry. I got it for rescuing women and children from a burning building at great personal risk.
I'm not here for a reception. I'm answering the newspaper ad for a detective.
You can't be serious.
I am.
Look, it isn't custom to hire women detectives. All right, you see this? Do you see a single woman's face in this photo? No, really. I have work to do. Good day.
Women can worm out secrets in places that are impossible for men. Do you even realize what a friendship with the wife or the girlfriend of a criminal could afford? To move anywhere without scrutiny because you're not important enough to garner suspicion. The disparity in our genders may make you dismiss me for this position, but it also makes me unseen when others are seen, which is a ripe opportunity in this field. Not to mention what braggers men become when they're around a woman that encourages them to boast.
We need more coffee.
Then make more coffee.
You have to contribute in some way. The rest of us have more than paperwork to do.
All right.
Kate, I have something for you.
It better not be an empty cup.
Missing persons case. She was hysteric. Truly sick woman. I thought your perspective could offer some insight here. Really illuminate her state of mind. Help confirm that her death was suicide if we can't locate the body. The family wants this resolved and the strain she's inflicted on them to conclude.
The family's concern is conclusion by way of death in absentia? A missing person case is about unearthing and discovering, not conclusion. And stop referring to her in the past tense.
She wasn't right in the mind. Listen, everything points to suicide. They cannot sort out her assets until her death is proven by the law. We have to locate her body. If we can't recover the body, we need enough evidence for legal presumption of death. I thought you could be excellent here. This is a chance to have an empathetic connection to a case where others can only look in from the outside. I don't have to offer you this opportunity.
There isn't a body yet. It's not a suicide. It's a missing person case. And I know you don't have to, but you were right to do so.
Are you,
Good day, Mr. Oppenheimer. I'm Detective Kate Warren, and I'll be handling the investigation into your sister's disappearance.
Miss Warren, I'm a little befuddled. I can't seem to remember.
My superior officer thinks I can offer a unique assessment in this matter. To conduct an effective investigation, the most critical element is to keep sight of one's own humanity. I can more easily interpret what it is like to be Anna, to witness the world with a vision akin to hers. Without empathetic understanding, detective work would be a mere road without the earth beneath and surrounding it. It's true that the trail is vital, but the solution often dances on the limb of a distant tree or is like a word on the tip of your tongue. Part material, part ether, it's a rather delicate process. If I can commune with the perspective of your missing sister, I can navigate the events and cause of her disappearance with a supreme guidance, almost like being shepherded through my work by your sister herself.
Sounds like spiritualism to me, not investigation. So, essentially, you're here because you're a woman?
No, I'm here because another woman is not. I assure you that good detectives put their subjects at the center of their lives. If one does not identify with their subject, critical details of a case could be lost.
Well, I'm afraid I won't be of great help when it comes to the details, Miss Warren. You see, I left for university just before my sister's affliction, her hysteria. I think it's her doctor that will possess the necessary particulars. I only came round to check in on her and my father and to facilitate their care.
I read her medical file. I'd really prefer some clarification about Anna before her malady.
What can I say? We are a family of devotion. I didn't see many signs of Anna being ill. When she was young, she aided mother with the housework and was an avid embroiderer, plenty to make her life content. The only abnormal behavior I can think of is that she studied things with no practical application. She learned to speak and write French and Italian, silly uses of her time, like learning the Greek alphabet. What was she going to do with these inane pursuits? Anna loved school growing up, much more than I, and was a good Orthodox Jew. Like I said, we are a family of devotion. Her illness had no obvious foreshadowing.
Don't you mean we're a family of devotion? Forgive me, but it's my understanding that both your mother and father have passed.
And it seems my sister too. I guess I am the remaining member. My mother died of appendicitis when we were young, and my father died of an abscess. My mother's illness and subsequent death was acute and quick, under a week. My father's situation dragged on, but I suppose it was Anna's situation that dragged on the longest.
I'm very sorry. May I ask, why are you so certain that your sister is dead?
I guess it's because it's what my family seems to do. Anna did make her intentions quite clear. In her last diary entry, the day before she disappeared, she wrote, "Tomorrow Anna will die and be emancipated."
May I have the diary?
It's in her room. I can take you there to fetch it.
If you're up for it, I'd like to talk to you more about Anna first, and then I would like some time in her room.
I'm not sure what I should say in this situation, but I'll be honest with you. I found her illness to be a massive nuisance. It was hard enough to be away with a father that was genuinely ill, but to have to coordinate her care too, it was a great expense, and she clearly never improved. And care for what? For hysterical episodes? She was out of control and unpleasant to our staff. She refused to eat. She refused to speak English and would only speak French, which the staff doesn't know, which I myself do not know. What was I supposed to do with that? At times, she was so nonsensical that she would blather on in an invented tongue. And this business with her hand and arm not working? If you've read her medical file, then you know there were no physical explanations. She simply wanted attention.
Would that be such an awful thing?
Would what be awful?
Simply wanting attention. It's so remote out here. She could have been quite lonely, and it must have been very difficult to be here as your father died. And if it was suicide, attention could have been exactly what was needed to prevent it.
I'll take you to her room. I'll show you the diary. I think that's all I'm up for.
Anna provided me with such professional fascination, not to mention a boost in my already illustrious career. In fact, my case study on her is slated to be published next year. Mrs. Warren, the work I accomplished with Anna is nothing short of groundbreaking. Poor child, though. I guess even with my superlative treatment, the dear couldn't survive the loss of her father.
I've read your extensive writings on your time with Anna. Doctor, I was wondering if you could discuss a brief overview of Anna's case history.
For starters, she led a somewhat monotonous but good life with her religiously minded family. She had an intellectual vitality and had a powerful instinct towards charity work. She embellished her life in a manner which influenced her decisively in the direction of her illness by indulging in systematic daydreaming, which she described as her private theater. I find women getting lost in their own minds ever more common.
Wouldn't you say that charity work is one of the only activities that a woman from such a traditional family would be permitted to do outside the home?
With the family such as hers, I'm inclined to agree with that. But I can't say I completely see its relevance. Anna could be obstinate, but sympathetic kindness was one of her essential character traits. I'm sure she felt the work was her religious duty. During the time that Anna nursed her father, she stopped eating. The weight loss was such that she was forbidden to continue her nursing duties for a time. She developed a cough that resembled her father's when she was removed from his care. That's when I was called in.
Why do you think she stopped eating?
The emotional trauma of a dying father would be plenty to push a fragile young woman to stop taking care of herself.
But it was not eating that finally allowed Anna a brief removal from her role as nurse.
She didn't decide not to eat. The desire to care for her ill father superseded her desire to look after herself. Over the next 3 months, a very complex hysteria developed. Anna suffered from rigid paralysis of her arms and legs, somnambulism, and she was intermittently deaf. She developed a squint and had inexplicable disturbances of vision. Life at the Oppenheimer estate was increasingly difficult for the staff. She had temper tantrums and would throw things about the room, tear the lace off her bedclothes, and grow very distressed, indeed, when her brother visited from university.
Her father's illness would have suspended her work outside of the home. Besides her brother, Anna's father was her last social connection, her last human stimulus outside of herself. Did the staff ever converse with her?
Their conversations would have been confined to the order of the house. A discussion of anything beyond that would have been viewed as unprofessional. No matter, though, she didn't speak intelligibly for long. No one could have managed to chat with her. Anna developed a profound disorganization of speech, and, at times, total aphasia.
Her brother told me that she refused to speak in her native tongue and would only speak in French.
That's true. You see, Anna claimed to be divided into two selves. There was still the Anna that was well-behaved, but there was another identity that would take her over. I referred to the time she would slip into this other consciousness as absences. In these absences, she was combative, and her hysteria would erupt. Part of Anna's consciousness were alien to signification in her native tongue. In her absences, she was no longer tethered to the reality of her life, which included language.
Is it possible there was a liberating motive implicit in Anna's linguistic disruptions? Refusing to speak in her mother tongue might be viewed as a rejection of her cultural identity.
How could one be liberated by such theatrics? However, it did make for a fascinating study. During my first visits, Anna's speech started to lose grammar and syntax. She stopped specifying a person when she spoke, like when she would repeat, tormenting, tormenting, in the impersonal form. She eventually spoke in a linguistic melange, a jumble of 4 languages together. It was nearly unintelligible. Then she stopped speaking altogether. That's what led me to my breakthrough with Anna. I realized that she had felt very much offended over something and had determined not to speak about it. When I put her under hypnosis, Anna's linguistic inhibition disappeared, though she did only speak in French again.
I feel like it might be a logical inference that Anna resented and rejected her inferior position as a daughter in an Orthodox Jewish family. Of course, she was offended. She was assigned to monotonous household tasks, while her younger brother entered a university that was closed to women. By his own admission, Anna cared much more about school than he did.
I will concede that needlework and similar occupations render women especially prone to daydream and fantasy. But it was her proclivity towards make-believe that led to her illness. Her offense was written within herself, not with the world.
What would the necessity of spending hours tending to her father's sickbed due to, as you say, a woman prone to daydream?
During that time, Anna hallucinated that a snake was coming towards the sick man from the wall to bite him. When she attempted to drive the snake away, she had her arms paralyzed, and saw her hands turn into little snakes with death's head at their fingertips. She was now existing in a state of pure fantasy. Anna's break with reality was exacerbated by the sickness of her beloved father, and that had nothing to do with attending school or being a daughter.
I concur that Anna was severing ties with reality, but a reality that oppressed her. I disagree that her father was a beloved figure, Doctor. I take it that it is your professional opinion that Anna Oppenheimer was suicidal?
Yes, of course. She left a note. And she did love her father. When he died, she had to be removed from the house for a time to protect her from her suicidal impulses.
Anna's motive was to get out of this house. She rejected what her father symbolized, what her life had been confined to. What if her hysteria was a way of literalizing through her body her felt psychic condition?
I'm sorry, are you a doctor or a detective?
What if everything with her linguistic discord was an expression of identity, a denial of the cultural order represented by her father as a patriarch? There is an equation between the organization of language and the systematic organization of patriarchal culture. I think she was trying to translate herself into another idiom. I believe that her disappearance was her success in creating this new identity, not her demise. Did she ever speak of her mother?
Her mother? No. Miss Warren, I can't support these mantles you're taking up.
Of course you can't. Just like you couldn't properly support Anna.
Kate! I knew I was right to put you on that case. A much faster turnaround than I could have expected.
Did you know that Anna's mother lived right in this very city? Rekha Goldschmidt, she lived right around the corner from here. Blocks. She helped run that orphanage for girls. You know, that beautiful building on State Street. There was so much compiled on her father. What artists he acted as patron for, what universities he provided donations to. There was virtually nothing on the mother.
She died when Anna was a child. She wasn't relevant to the case. Kate, what are you going on about anyway? Your work provided enough evidence for legal presumption of death. Case closed. Well done.
Yes, I made sure to prove that Anna no longer exists.
I can't understand how women with your rare opportunity would insist on always being flippant or cryptic.
I won't vex you much longer. I quit.
Yes, come in, come in.
My name is Kate, and I wanted to look into volunteering at this institution.
Pleased to meet you, Kate. I'm Rekha. Please sit. Any help would be wonderful.
It's funny. I've seen this building so many times, but never bothered to come in. So much of life hopes that people, or women more specifically, just not bother with things. I used to work around the corner from here. I now realize I was spending my hours in the wrong place.
Well, this place is about as right as they come. This is a just space in a world that is founded on injustice. We welcome any women, infant to adult, and provide safe housing and meals. We focus our efforts on education, so our women have the agency to determine their own lives when they are ready to move forward. Each woman here is a counterbalance to the disproportionate and distorted world beyond these walls.
What a wonderful cause. I must confess, I deeply admire you.
The women here are the ones that deserve your admiration. I am just fortunate to know them.
Anna, I think Rekha is a beautiful tribute.
Ta mère serait très fière de toi.
We are a chain reaction to the faults in our faction. A fraction of the equation is the relation between subtraction and addition and omission to the original, the vision of the individual. A decision waiting to happen in rapid brevity. A vapid identity. A dent in my entity, some kind of deity, some idol expects this tidal wave to wait idly by while I smile. Meanwhile.